Hello, salam alaikum everyone. We are here, we are back. It's us, the Queen's Experience. I don't know, what's your view? What do you want to learn about us? We are not an open book, yes. Yet. But welcome back. Maimuna, what do you have for us today? What are we going to discuss? Today is our thoughts and our feelings and our opinion on some things. What do you have for us today? Sorry.
There is a perception that is out there,
yes,
that I want us to discuss.
Exactly. And kindly do not crucify us for our thoughts and opinions.
Either you can agree or disagree with
exactly.
me. We are here to agree
and disagree.
To disagree. Sindio?
Yes.
There's this narrative that is out there, that a woman's enemy is another woman. Like dawa ya mwanamke ni mwanamke. What do you think of that?
Personally, that's generalization for starters.
But have you heard though?
Yeah, I've heard. And there's this actually creation that we are our own enemies.
Yes, there's a perception, and there's I call it a perception, a narrative.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not that's not personally, this is the opinion I have. I don't know whether studies have been done, but there's this feeling that the older women, and I think it's because of the generation, looked down on the younger generation. Like the same way, you'll find someone who's older than you. Maybe they are around. There's someone who was telling me that, you know, when a woman gets older, akifika 50, 60 or that age, na anakuona wewe ambao uko 20, and feel like what you are doing is not something that she was not allowed to do during their time. But for me,
that is where the resentment comes
exactly from. That's the perception of men, that and I feel a bit of jealousy. But that's why I said I started with this generalization. Do you know why? For me personally, I work in an environment where the female are very few. They can be counted.
Okay.
So if we don't support each other, if we don't have the back of each other, if we don't have our back, each other's back, people may tend to take advantage of that. So, and I love when someone younger than me come to me and sees me as their mentor, or they ask questions in respect to where I've reached. And this is my mentor. I'm my mom's dream, personally. But I'm my grandmother's wishes. Yeah.
So you think, so do you either agree with it?
I totally don't agree.
On personal level, you don't agree with it?
Especially for women who, such as like ourselves, who are educated, who are exposed, who have seen what we can do for each other. I don't know what's your view on that.
I think I've had different experiences before. I've worked with ladies at some point who are more beautiful. Okay, according to me, how I felt then, right?
Yeah.
They're beautiful. As far as salary is concerned, they're up there. As far as maybe businesses, they're doing very well. In my head, I believe they're beautiful in and out. But to some extent, I kind of received some resentment here and there.
From them,
especially, let me just say, my supervisor. I worked somewhere, and my supervisor was a woman. She drove the best car. Like, I am sure she owned her home. As far as material things are concerned, I felt like she was doing fine. And she was not an ugly woman. She was a beautiful woman. So alikuwa amenikazia sana compared to the other stuff. Like wangeomba ruhusa, wangeriliziwa. Sometimes I will even start begging, you know, I have a sick child, can I go see my boy, blah, blah, blah. It used to be just an issue. And when I ask my other colleagues, they are like, she's jealous. And I'm like, I hate the word jealous, by the way, because I feel it's a little bit deep.
Exactly.
You'll never hear me say someone is jealous of me. Kwani, what do I have? You get, that's how I feel.
Exactly. Yeah, I totally get it.
So there's that. On the contrary, I also worked somewhere else in the same organization. Another lady was my supervisor. Very very good lady, the best boss, kind. Like she was the ideal supervisor. That's what I felt back then. She would, like, I felt she was my mentor. So I said this narrative of a woman is another woman's enemy is wrong. It's just an
individual shida. Because me personally, I don't know, I can't speak for anyone, but me personally, 17 years as someone who has been employed. Sorry, I came to the workforce while I was very young.
Ulisema wewe ni mzee?
Unajua 17 years. Yes, I started working since the age of 19 years. I've never had a woman supervisor, like direct supervisor. I don't know whether it's by luck or by coincidence or by design.
I think by design.
But others that I've encountered, ni ile mnafanya job at parallel in such a way that they are head of this section or they are here and you are meeting somewhere else, but direct supervision by women I've never had. And the perception that a woman is another woman's enemy, I think it's the creation, it's something created by men.
It's an individual thing.
It's created by men to
turn us against each other.
Exactly, turn us against each other. And the other thing, remember men, not all men,
of course,
but some men, or their perception is we are the weaker.
We're the weaker gender.
We are the weaker gender. That's the perception they have out there. So that issue of, you know, you know, the way you actually kind of sensed your supervisor wasn't there for you. For men, they brush it off. Women, we are very sensitive. Actually, we have a 7th sense when it comes to sensitivity. Okay, blink to even macho, I'm able to notice. That's how God created us. By the way, it's a good thing, but it also has a downside because you don't take some things lightly. You see, something like that. But for men, they don't notice that easily. They brush it off. They say, hii ni issue ya wanawake. Leo hajamka vizuri. You see, there's that, they give us that blanket. So that's how I feel. But as a woman, I wouldn't do that.
But have you encountered, it doesn't have to be your supervisor, but even a friend?
A friend?
Yes. I hate the word jealousy, but what do you think? Have you ever felt that?
Sometimes you feel this. Personally, you feel this is your friend, but there's that competition, of which I don't like. Me personally, I don't like.
Basically, sikutaki.
It, you know, it happens when this other person is idle and has very little mind.
Is it because the way you said now, men just let it go?
Who brought that aspect of a woman is a...
I don't know where it came from.
So me, I believe it's the nini.
But to some extent, you see why we are discussing, to some extent, again, it goes back to the individual scenario. But to some extent, I believe it's not true, but it's true. You understand?
No, me personally...
I've had friendship. Sham, I'm saying this because I've had friendships that have lasted years, right?
Yeah.
And I have always felt like respected, adored these people, and I never knew I was
a threat,
a problem. I don't want to say a threat, but I do not know what because ilifika mahali I've realized these are women.
But you know, remember,
hawako wananitakia Sham. So again, why remember they're in a better and bigger position.
Yes. Ndo nasema it depends with just to divert a little bit. For me, it's a bit different because working with women, my workforce hasn't allowed more women. That is 1. 2, I've never had a supervisor, direct supervisor, who is a woman. 3, I've had...
So you can't compare.
I can't compare personally because the women that I've had, I can't call friendship. Ni wale mnapatana job, kila mtu jioni anaenda zake. So it doesn't give me that and then I come from a family where the men are many
compared to the ladies,
especially my age mates. For instance, if I say at the back of my mind, 1 2 3 nitahesabu nini maboy cousins wanaume than ladies. I think it's only 1 2 nitasema. But for nini so for me ndo nasema I think I don't know whether it's by coincidence, by design or by
and I think where
and
where
then
you work,
exactly the place I work have really influenced me.
Where I always say where we work is where we spend literally half of our life, especially when we are the adult, the livelihood looking time.
Exactly.
Yes, when we are when we are searching for pasture.
How are you able to change that narrative now? Having junior officers. What are you? How is your
just doing the opposite, mentoring them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to be the best leader, the best mentor. Always try to be a role model, teach them, help them, and I thrive in that as a person. See ati najisi for anything. I love mentoring because I know what lack of it or unnecessary competition means.
Me personally,
I've had both experiences where I feel like
exactly I feel now you want to change the narrative.
Yes, someone has competed with me and in a way justified that narrative. A woman is another woman's enemy. And at the same time I don't agree with it because I've had women bosses. Me and you are women. We've had we like our relationship, whether it's on and off, whether we've been in touch or not.
Exactly.
Tunazianga hapo kwenye tunazianga na tuna move tunamaliziana nayo. You get, I've had most beautiful in and out best supervisor women, but at the same time on this other end I've dealt with ladies whom have made me decide to stay away from women.
Me what I can say
now as I think we are I don't want to say we hate ladies, but our more of our friends are
men. I don't know. One thing me I've changed in my from that narrative, hearing and actually you see, as you had said, there are maybe some women that see me as a threat.
Yes,
and I've had junior female officers or female who are under, but what I've done is, one, it's not about being friends and all that. Be the mentor that they never had. Be real. Kwa sababu one thing I hate being in a male dominated field, you can use the gender card easily. That's one thing I really hated and I really hate up to now. I take you, Maimuna, as you are.
Like if you'll not give me special treatment,
I'm not giving you special.
I
will consider some few issues. Positive discrimination. I cannot compare to you with someone who maybe in terms of you have just given birth and all that. But I hate women who use, or girls,
the gender card.
Because I remember there was a time I was actually summoned somewhere and I was told, go talk to that person. There were two junior. Go talk to them and tell them kindly when they are coming here, let them dress in a manner that that doesn't. Yes, it's your dress, your choice, but there are some public offices you have to respect. So I didn't go shout at them. I just called them one by one. By the way, when we are here, kindly carry yourself accordingly. I'm not special than you. I'm not. In any way, don't feel me. And by then, I was, in terms of age, we were almost at the same age. It's only that, in terms of, the job ranking and all that. So, exactly. But now, lightly, and I hope they appreciated wherever they are, because I didn't follow as per what I was being told. No,
you could as easily embarrass them,
discipline them, do this, embarrass them in front. No, I did not do that. But I didn't feel that you have to. There are some offices, my dear, that the dress code are strictly official, whether you like it or not. They don't recognize issue my dress, my choice. You ni yako.
Most of the government offices.
Exactly. Go to parliament, useme my dress, my choice na nini. No, you'll be chased away.
My dress.
I'm speaking of such kind of offices. So when I just gave them the chance and told them, nimeambiwa niende hivi, but kindly do you mind tomorrow when you're coming for that meeting, you, because, and then my boss was like, whenever they're coming to my office, do you mind they come to you first and then you bring them? Because I'm not comfortable.
That's how bad they were dressed.
And you know, exactly, I'm not comfortable having this person in my office all alone, because, but I felt it was maybe where they worked, or maybe they didn't have that mentorship of, or they didn't have the exposure that as a woman, God has given you the brain. Actually, if you are done with the training and all that, you can achieve anything without without wanting special treatment. Because me personally nilikuwa nasema kama mtu anifanyie training ya 9 months ama 6 months, ni nini ngine utanisaidia? Surely.
Very true, by the way.
Wewe umetuma KSG kwenda kufanya exam ya senior management course. Kama mtu hakufanyii,
what is there?
You have struggled.
Yeah.
What kind of special expectation, but not in a bad way, to show that women are women's enemy. We are not. But nearly few bad apples.
Yeah.
And the threat,
So such statement are used
by men.
By men, unfortunately. Not even by
men. And then some women
nowadays, imekuwa too. And then it has reached a point, I don't want to, like, I literally stay away now.
I'll take anything to deal with
the up and downs.
I feel your pain.
The mood, the fluctuating moods and all of that. I am like, okay, sawa.
Let me just we respect these.
Yes, but again, I don't want to. So personally, I don't agree with it. Apart from the few full of resentment, bad apples.
And how do you classify those, like individuals or?
I believe I'm a good judge of character.
Yeah, that's good.
I believe, and I kind of me nakusoma mapema na mapema.
So you said you'll change that narrative.
Yeah, I'll change that narrative.
Yes, and you've done that.
As far as my relation with other women.
Yeah, but they have noticed.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've noticed. As far as my other relation.
No,
right?
Una player 18 saizi. Unachezea 18 because zile za sham.
But again, can I be a good role model? Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Can you change the narrative?
Yeah, change the narrative and be a good walking example of a good woman, a woman who is supporting another woman, a woman who is who claps for another woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to, by the way,
like we clap for each other instead of putting. Instead of feeling bad, mbona Shamsa ako hivi? Why is she dressed better? Why is she doing better? Why is she earning?
I think we had a space kubali. Like saying, I think I just move.
Yeah, but you see, I didn't know Sham. I didn't know until some situation, something happened, but to me, and then I realized, wow. And you know, everyone is not as good-hearted as you are. Not everyone thinks the best of you.
Exactly.
The same way you think of them. Not everyone wishes you well, rather.
Yeah, by the way.
Sindio?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And I think the way I said, maybe, you know, if there's one thing that I would like to change from that narrative, if you are a woman, instead of having that issues, why don't you have that men group kind of a thing where you create confidence? I love ladies with confidence.
The boot camps.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you create
whatever purpose we are going to create.
Exactly. Whether if for everything,
confidence building. I think we should do something.
Because as a woman, you need that confidence where you can say, even if a man tells you, and you're like, no, stop that.
And imagine carrying each other, clapping for each other.
You support.
Support each other. Financially,
exactly.
Emotionally, even psychologically.
No, we have to change your.
Imefika mahali, like I want to share so much with Sham, and I'm not scared of the fact that she'll share with people to Kosana. If things go wrong, if things go like
no, when akoneanga 18 because
no, I'm just saying that Sham. I'm saying okay, once beaten, twice shy.
Exactly.
It's fine. And character development is one thing we've discussed before. And sometimes they shape our thinking, our life, and how we carry ourselves forward.
Yes.
But it's something I don't want to focus on. But I'm like, hi,
Sham. Clap for each other. Yes.
Sasa Sham.
No, I think venye umepata, I wish that narrative iko. Saizi if you go randomly to any office and you ask, atakwambia huyu mwanamke.
But let me tell you,
it's there.
You know where it comes from.
Yeah.
As long as Shamsa is not benefiting, we are fine. We are besties. As long as Sham is broke broke as I am. Things are not working for me. There's no bag coming in or out. There's no movement of coins. We are okay.
But I think that's now the problem.
Shamsa starts benefiting. Shamsa starts making money. I see there's an opportunity where Shamsa gets her coins and Mimi si party.
But maybe I believe my friendship should be beneficial.
Yeah.
In such a way that
conditional.
Like you see exactly what we are doing now. It has made us go back to books, back to research.
Exactly, yes.
Whenever we are talking about what we are going to do next. But imagine a situation where we don't have anything in common. Sorry to say that. Like there's nothing in common. You know, we'll get bored of each other. Because I'm trying to pull you up or you're trying to pull me somewhere and I'm just stuck there. I don't want to push myself. I'll also get bored.
No, my dear, you... Sham, what did I tell you the other day? Please do your part. And if the load is too heavy, just drop it and move on. Because
inataka tukipatana tukiongea about Iraq and Palestinian war, we are at par.
Yes, we are at par.
Exactly.
Yes.
Isikue, mi naongea about this.
And then the other thing, small talk, Sham.
Exactly.
Why small talks? Squeezy, if I sit somewhere and gossip or talk about someone, hey, staki hata. Gossip and small talks, okay, here and there, fine. But sitting somewhere for hours discussing people.
About someone. And then unaenda unaambiwa,
so,
alhamdulillah.
That's it, right?
Yeah, for that we haven't, we said it depends with personality.
We like each other, we love each other, we clap for each other, we pray for each other.
Yeah. But we are not against each other.
We are not against each other.
That's a narrative we need to change.
By the way, that's a narrative I don't agree with. Because I've seen beautiful people.
As long as you're not giving me special treatment, I said, as a woman, we are beyond the gender card.
My issue is, Sham, cutting each other's legs.
Exactly.
That is my problem.
Yeah.
If I'm not your cup of tea, well and good.
Exactly.
Please stay away far there.
Nasemekananga you give your flowers while you are still
but
so
again, I don't have to be your cup of tea.
Exactly.
We don't have to be buddies. I don't have to be your best friend.
Yeah.
But if unaona mimi sitoshi mboga, kaa mbali tu na mimi.
Unipe amani, please.
Hivyo tu.
Exactly.
But let us not put each other's down.
Yeah.
Ati tunakosana, we sabotage each other's coins and bags.
Exactly.
By the bag yangu achana nayo.
Hiyo ipe amani nayo.
Achana nayo.
Hiyo nayo ipe amani. Hiyo nayo ipe amani. So we go to the...
That's it.
That is it.